I've scratch built my own signal gantries. Let's have a look at them, shall we? Roll the intros. Hello and welcome back to Chelmswood Junction. I'm Peter. Today, as the title suggests, I have built my own signal gantries from scratch. Now, how I've done this, I will describe in the video. So without further ado, we're going to get down to the workbench and I will show you. I've already built them. I'm not going to do a tutorial on how I built them. I'm just going to show you how I did it and with what. So without further ado, let's get down to baseboard level. Let's get down to the workbench. So these are the two signal gantries in question. So what I have done is, if I carefully pick this one up, this one is a bit bendy because I did make a mistake on building this one, but it should be okay once it's installed. Now the actual uprights are made from plastistruct, basic like box kind of tubing. The actual gantry itself, I have used the Scale Model Scenery's LX241-00 Industrial walkways with railings. Now literally all I did was build them as like the picture, and then to give it structural along on the bottom, I've used again plastistruct, which is like a U-shape kind of thing, and that runs from this corner right the way along to this corner. But obviously, as you can see, there is a little break there. So how I come about making that one bit is, again, I've used the off-cut bits of the Scale Model Sceneries, you know, like the bottom bits where you are left with. I've used it from there, as you can see, through to there. The ladders going down here and here, these are the leftovers from, again, another Scale Model Scenery kit, and this is the LX205-00 gauge Industrial ladders with safety cages. Nice little kit, but I will say very, very fiddly. But like I said, these were the leftover parts of the ladder that I didn't use on this one. The bits here that the signals are sitting on, again, are the off-cut bits from the Scale Model Sceneries, things like the walkway bits. I had a few offcuts and used them as like little platforms for the workers to be able to stand on to work behind the signals. This one has got two signals. These are the Berko range, and we've got a 4-aspect round one, which obviously you'd only really see on the underground, but I couldn't get a square version on the 4 aspects, they're out of stock, and a square 3-aspect on this one. Now, regarding the second one, this one is obviously, you've got two signals there, so you've got two 3-aspects on that side. And if I spin it round, whoops, sorry for bashing the camera there, guys. You've got, again, a 4-aspect there and a 3-aspect there. Again, the top of the gantry is the Industrial walkways with railings Scale Model Scenery kits. Again, the piece under here, which is a complete one piece, is again made from plastistruct. Again, the uprights are again the plastistruct square bit. The bottom here is made up from the leftovers of a wheels and ratio Pratt and Truss signal gantry. I cut the bottom bit off, filed it down so this bottom bit was nice and flush, glued that to the bottom of these, and you got a nice little stand. And obviously the ladders are, again, like I said, the LX205-00 from Scale Model Scenery. And as you can see, they have got the safety cage. Yes, there is a little section just here where obviously the ladder finishes there, and there's a bit of a gap to get to the actual gantry. I have got the Scale Model Scenery's just the walkways, which is just literally the bottom walkway bit of these walkways, these railings. So the kit is basically, you take the railings away on this kit and you're just left with the walkway bit. I've got a kit from that. Hold on, let me just grab it and I'll show you. Makes life easier. So like I said, you have the walkways from these ones, but it's the LX241-00 modern trackside walkway grating, and that's what it is. It's just literally the gratings. So all I've got to do is basically measure how far it is from the end of the gantry to the edge of the ladder, going that way, and obviously I'm going to have to narrow this down as well to go from there to there. So I can just, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to layer it on top there and go across to the ladder. So that's how I'm going to get around that little job. It took me about 3 days to put all this together, paint it, etc. Also what I did with these like U-shaped bits is, if you can see, just if I use the wire here, just there, I made a cutout notch there to poke the wires through. The signal here and the one on the other side there, they go along there, and the end, the strip support there, the top of it is got like a notch cut out there, so the wires can flow through, go down the post and come out there. And it's exactly the same with this side. They just go through there and come down here. Also, what I've done for the platforms for the signals is, as you can see, I've also, with the U-shaped bit, is I've cut a notch out just there, just to allow the board for the signal to sit on be flushing up against the actual walkway bit. So that is glued nicely to that, and then that glues nicely to the under frame. And if I give you a shot like that, you can see just how I've actually did it. You can see the actual platform for the signal goes right through and underneath and connects there, 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 and there. The paint I used to paint these up is just a cheap Wilkinson's primer undercoat for wood, metal, plastic and ceramics. I think it's only about £4 or £5 from Wilkinson's. Goes a long way, and it's done what I've wanted it to do. What did I find? Was it an easy build? Was it a tricky build? It was an easy build. It was, and again, it was then a tricky build, because obviously that one I didn't make any mistakes on, whereas obviously that one, for some reason why I did it, I don't know. I cut it in half, so obviously I've had to make a repair there. So I've done this one first, made that mistake and learnt from it, and obviously corrected it on this one. One thing I will say, these LX205-00 kits from Scale Model Scenery, the industrial ladders with safety cages, an absolute lovely kit. It is very, very fiddly. You need a lot of time and a lot of patience to build this kit. But once it's built, if I just turn it over, it looks absolutely lovely. You can see at the top there, I've not really connected it properly at the top, but it's my railway. I'm happy with it. It's the first time I've ever scratch built anything, and as you can see, I've just actually knocked that off, so I'll have to get the super glue back out on that. But yeah, I'm quite happy with them. So that is my homemade signal gantries. So for the conclusion of this video, scratch building my own signal gantries. Now, like I said, it was the first time I've ever done anything scratch built. It was a nice learning curve, made some mistakes, corrected them and learnt from them. Would I make more signal gantries? Yes, I'm definitely going to be making more signal gantries. Is there anything that I can learn going on to building another one? Yes. Try using maybe, I don't know, different walkways or maybe different ladders. Not saying that the Scale Model Scenery kit that I bought was not any good. As you saw, it is a very, very good kit and I do like it. It is very fiddly and very time consuming to put together. I've got big fingers and thumbs and little tiny pieces of wood going onto another tiny piece of wood. That's very hard for me to do. In some points it was literally a tweezer job and, you know, just hoping and praying that it glues in the right place. But I was happy with the way they've come out. Hopefully they will work the way that I want them to, because as you are aware, I am slowly adding Heathcote electronic signal boards to my layout to do automated signalling. So, excuse me. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it all comes out and works the way I want it to. Hope you enjoyed this little video, guys. I've enjoyed putting it together for you. Obviously, I'm sorry that I didn't do a build video on this. It was a kind of build that I didn't want to film because I knew I was going to make mistakes and I would have got embarrassed. I know you guys know that we all make mistakes. Yes, I know that, but I do get very embarrassed and I didn't want that to come over on camera. So I thought I'd just do the final product of what I've scratch built. I have asked in the past Justin from Scale Model Sceneries to do a signal gantry kit. And if Justin, if you're watching, this is how I've done it with your kits, with just a couple of other bits along the way to help build it. So it can be done, Justin. Let's have this kit built, because I would love to buy them and I would build them and review them on my channel. Like I said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, please hit that like button. If you've got any questions on how I built these gantries, or you would like a bit more information about them, then please ask any questions or put any comments down below in the comment section and I will get back to you with the answer if I can. If you're a subscriber, great big thumbs up. Thank you to the new people that have joined me recently. Hope that you're enjoying the content so far and I hope that you enjoy future content. For those of you that have been with me for a long time, as usual, great big thumbs up. Hope you're still enjoying the content that I am providing. If you're not a subscriber, you can make up your mind if you want to subscribe to my channel. Just need to hit the button on the right hand side. If you want to carry on watching videos from my channel, there should be a link coming up here and here. Until next time, guys, take care of yourselves, look after your loved ones, but above all, happy modelling and bye-bye from Chelmswood Junction.